On air, online, on demand. Watch AFR when you want, where you want with CN8, the Comcast network.
I'm Art Fennell. Thanks as always for joining us for the report. We began with a legal case that you may have been following. It began 2 years ago. It starts with the suicide death of 13-year-old Megan Meyer. Megan hanged herself in an upstairs bedroom in a suburban St. Louis town after reading some hurtful comments on MySpace about her that she thought came from a 16-year-old boy. Well, authorities contemplated conducting a criminal investigation, but later declined after they could not find a statute to pursue criminal charges. Once Los Angeles authorities got wind of this case, though, they began a joint investigation with Missouri officials because, you see, MySpace is based out of Los Angeles. Well, things then took a dramatic turn, and it turns out the MySpace comments didn't come from a 16-year-old boy at all, but instead from a 49-year-old woman, a mother. Lori Drew is the mother of one of Megan's former friends, and according to authorities, Drew got another teenager to create a fake MySpace page of a 16-year-old boy that they called Josh so that they could get information and then flirt with Megan. Well, the flirting increased, and when investigators say Drew ended the relationship and told Megan, quoting here, "the world would be a better place without you," Megan then hanged herself. Using charges typically designed for computer hackers, federal authorities are now charging the 49-year-old Drew with internet fraud and conspiracy to inflict emotional distress. Now, this case has garnered national attention because of its unprecedented nature. Los Angeles authorities even openly admit that this is the first of its kind, where you have a case originating in one state, but then charges filed in a case that happened in another case. Let's check it out. Lynn Goldbeacon is back with me now. She's our legal expert here on the report and the family law chair at the Philadelphia law firm of Wolf Block. Lynn, good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Everyone's been talking about this case and dissecting it all around. But the question seems to come to me, first off, is can a parent, certainly what happened to Megan was tragic and she was obviously disturbed, but can a parent be charged with an email or a MySpace comment?
Well, this is a case of first impression, and it's certainly unique, but they're not charging her with crimes that don't exist. What they've done is they've charged her with 3 counts of conspiracy. She worked with another person, an employee of hers, to set up this account, and they've also charged her with impersonating someone to get information, which is kind of the hacking statute, but they've kind of squeezed it a little bit to get her, because bullying is a major problem in this country.
Does it constitute criminal intent?
Well, that's the question. I mean, did she know that this girl was going to commit suicide? I'm sure she did not. But if you hit someone with a car, did you mean to kill them, or was it an accident? I mean, maybe this is an accident, but it still is still intentional homicide.
Lynn, and let's look at the actual comments. And she says in that tragic last email to Megan, "the world would be a better place without you." Now, she doesn't say, you know, you should kill yourself or you should do anything else. It says the world would be a better place without you. Hurtful comments nonetheless for a 16-year-old, but is that enough?
Well, first of all, that's not all she said.
What else did she say?
She said, "You're fat, you're a slut," and she posted it on MySpace where all her friends could see it. This girl was 13, just turning 14. She was fragile. She had been depressed. And first of all, the boy comes on to her very strongly, "You're beautiful, you're wonderful," and then just turns on her.
This alleged Josh character.
The Josh character, right. If your purpose, which is what she said it was to find out information about what this girl was saying about her daughter. They had been friends before, now one had gone to a different school. If that was your purpose, why did she have this fake Josh turn on her? What was the point? It was vicious, it was nasty, it was bullying. And really, you know, sometimes you don't always know what's going to happen, but you think about it. Teenagers are very fragile. I mean, we've just heard on Lynn Doyle that 1 million teens a year try to commit suicide. This is a fragile time. Why did this woman feel the necessity to snoop on someone else, to use the internet to make a false character and to torture her like that?
And I'll give you that. This mother was clearly out of bounds and probing in an area that she certainly had no cause to go into, and it turned out to be very hurtful because, again, Megan was obviously emotionally distraught and very fragile, and she had no regard.
And then she pushed her over.
And
she
pushed her over the edge.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and she did. And so there should be some responsibility. I guess, though, from a legal standpoint, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, and everyone's saying that this is all new. You know, there's no precedent for it.
That's exactly
it's over
right.
2 states. It's an internet crime. What do you think is going to ultimately happen here?
Well, they've indicted her. I hope they'll bring her to trial. It's going to be interesting to see what charges the judges give to a jury about this. But it's certainly a lesson for other people about bullying and about going on the internet and impersonating someone else for the purpose of getting information. And maybe they will expand it, because really there ought to be some kind of punishment, and this ought to be a notice to everybody not to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and don't you think that it could be a deterrent as well, depending on what the judge ultimately decides in this case? Certainly other people will be watching and saying, hey, I better watch what I'm doing.
I mean, first of all, it's a stupid thing, and the entire neighborhood turned on her, this Lori Drew, the mother that did this. So she's not very happy as it is. She's going to be punished by social, she's going to be ostracized by her social group. But, you know, it's going to cost her a lot of money to defend it. This is not a good thing, and people are going to be on notice. This is not a good thing to do.
Yeah, Lingo Beacon, thank you very much for sharing your comments. As I said, this is such a tragic case, and we'll all be watching to see how it ultimately turns out in terms of a legal standpoint. Thank you, Lynn.